Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Blue Maxima and I'm here checking out 36 Fragments of Midnight. This is a procedurally generated platformer with a little bit of maze stuff thrown in. It costs $3 and I've only been playing it for about 20 minutes. And I don't need any more than that. I could have stopped 10 minutes ago if I wanted to. I really could have. So let's just hit the start button and go straight into the game. There's no options menu. There's nothing you really need to worry about in that sense. So here's the drill. You are the white cube in the middle of the black everything, including these rather evil looking tribbles? Including these rather evil looking tribbles that are asking you to go find the 36 Fragments Midnight, which are the only thing in the game that's yellow, so there's no way to discern them for anything else. To do this, you need to go on platform. And by platform, I mean move to the left and right and double jump. That's literally all you have to do in this game. The game is procedurally generated, so every time you die, you will get a new maze to go through with new sets of obstacles and new placements for all of the rooms and all of the... with new sets of rooms for all of the pieces, all of the obstacles, all of the everything. So it does live up to the procedurally generated name. For the most part, anyway. If you count pre-placed pieces or predetermined pieces placed in particular placements, I'm not even going to try and keep that going. It's horrifying me already. But you get the general idea. It's a procedurally generated platform, and that's really the only way they could do it, because procedurally generating platforms is the best way to get yourself into a situation that you can't win. So there you go. So yeah, general idea. Just wander around, try and find the fragments. It's a very simple level design. You've got a few levels that go left and right. That's pretty much it. And considering that the only moves you've got are jump and double jump, the puzzles usually... I say puzzles with quotation mark fingers, by the way. The puzzles usually aren't very hard to figure out at all. And by extension, the game itself is ridiculously easy because you've already seen the majority of the building blocks. Alright, well I died because I slipped off the edge. That was a bit silly of me. But yeah, as you can see, it tracks your high score. I haven't gotten all 36 yet. I've gotten 35 and then died, which is annoying because the game actually has a trophy for that. The game also has a trophy for getting all 36 and dying because you need to get back to the start. That's frustrating. Like, why would you do that? Why would you make it so that I have to play through the entire bloody game and then die? Instead of, actually making my way back to the start. That's infuriating, but... there you go. You've seen the majority of the game's puzzle building blocks already. Because really, it's just put together like a really retarded puzzle. It's just a few familiar pieces here and there over and over and over again. So the general challenge is not falling asleep while you're trying to... not falling asleep and failing while you're trying to actually play the game. That is seriously it. Like, there is nothing else to this game whatsoever. You've seen the same set of building blocks for the puzzles like 2 or 3 times already. You see everything within the first 10 minutes. I'm pretty serious about this. Not to mention, well, you don't even see everything. You see everything like twice over. So there's no real replay value because you've seen everything there is in one go. So it looks like this time the base is on the bottom floor, so I don't really need to worry about having to go up and down to find HQ once I get back. And I want to go back the other way because if on my way back down, I have to get the fragments on the right. So I might as well go back and get them now while I'm still here. But yeah, that's pretty much the entire game. You've seen almost every individual building block this game can throw at you in 10 minutes. It's not even 10 minutes yet, it's like 5 minutes, but... all of these blocks come up so frequently that seeing every particular one just over and over again just gets to be a massive chore. And as I said before, The only real challenge is not falling asleep and making a stupid mistake. That is seriously the only thing that provides any sort of challenge. That's seriously the only thing that provides any sort of challenge once you have seen all the building blocks once or twice. And it's really boring. It is seriously quite boring. I mean, it's a platformer where all you can do is jump. And I know that sounds a bit spiffy. Like, the only thing you could do in Mario... Well, actually, to be fair, even in Mario, you had fucking fireballs and running. That was more than this game has, I'll tell you that much. It's just so dreadfully boring. Like, I don't mind the idea. A procedurally generated, difficult platformer would be way more interesting in different hands, but this one just does not do it any sense of justice because it's so dreadfully boring after the first couple of tries. If there was anything new or anything even remotely interesting to keep the game going, well, I would probably like it a little bit better, but not particularly because it's still not that satisfying of a game. The jumping is neat in the sense that it's relatively interestingly designed. In the sense that you've got a good jump arc. It feels relatively satisfying to jump and double jump, but again, since you have to play the same 20 or so puzzles, quote unquote, in order to get the fragments over and over again, it's just not interesting. It just does not stay interesting for longer than 10 minutes. It's not that bad graphically. Like, I get what they were going for here, and for the most part, anyway, there are some spikes on the ground that can really blend in with the grass sometimes. For the most part, though, the graphical style works. It does exactly what it's supposed to do, and you can see what you're missing. Well, not what you're missing, but you get the general idea. You can see everything that you need to avoid, and you can see everything that you need to collect. And I will always praise a game that does that instead of just burying you in obnoxious particle effects and, you know, what have you. The problem is the frame rate. The game runs terribly most of the time, and I don't know why. It runs at the same rate that GoldenEye did on a good day on the N64. It just drops the frame rate in half, and it just, well, not even in half, but it's pretty bad. And it stays there the entire bloody game, except for when you die. You'll notice when you die that the game's death animation is a lot smoother than the rest of the game, for no discernible reason whatsoever. And I'm not entirely sure why. It's weird. Like, pay close attention to the shadows. It's the shadows that do it, and that's why I'm annoyed by them. Oh, jeez. There we go. At least I think it's the shadows that cause the game's performance issues. I'm not entirely sure. But it's still extremely frustrating to have the game run at such an unsmooth speed. It's really weird, on top of that, for the game to perform so badly. Can't remember if it was right or left. It was right! Hey! I'm just waiting to die to something completely unexpected because, you know, that's generally the luck I have with these sorts of games. Except it's not really generally unexpected because the entire bloody game is procedurally generated, so there you go. And, well, there is the sound. The sound is minimalistic, to put it that way, as in there's almost bloody none of it. You can hear basically nothing but this, well, for the most of the game anyway, you can hear nothing but just the wind blowing, which in a better game, I would reckon would really add some atmosphere to the place. But since this game is just so boring and dull to begin with, I just find it, well, not so much obnoxious, but Not so much obnoxious, but annoying. Hey, I got all of it. And I'm going to the left for no reason. I'm not even holding the button. What the hell's going on? I don't even get to see the ending text. That's actually the first time I finished the bloody game and I don't even get to see the ending text. Fuck you, game. Fuck you. I don't even know when the... I don't even know when the cutscene's going. Yep. 6 minutes, 51 seconds. Was that fast enough to get the, Yep, it was fast enough to get the super fast trophy. Because you need to get them all in 10 minutes. I got them all in 7. And that was on, like, that wasn't even my 10th try, to put things in context. Oh, I have to do it in 6 minutes. So yeah, there's all your trophies, by the way. Trophy halls will love this game, because you can... If you beat the game in under 6 minutes, that's basically your entire game done. And you get 11 golds and a platinum. 11 golds and a platinum for what'll probably be like an hour's work, at most. But yeah, all you can really do is hit the start button again and replay it. And see, look at that. That's not the kit. That is the game. That is how badly the game performs all the bloody time. I'm not even joking. It is really bad. At least the controls remain responsive, but damn if it doesn't take me out of it to have the game be such a slow refresh rate. But yeah, you know what? Fuck it, I'm done. I literally gave you a full bloody run of the game right there, and there's nothing else to show you. You've seen every individual building piece. You've seen everything. I said I paid $3 for this game, but even if I paid like 50 cents for it, I'd feel ripped off. It honestly is one of the shortest and least satisfying games I've played in a long time, and I would not recommend you buy it. I don't even know why I did. I have a bloody email to the press people who ported this, which was rather like a game, so I don't even know why I bothered to buy it. Oh well, this has been Blue Maxima, and I will see you all next time.